I'm going to be replacing every single board on this entire porch, putting up a brand new railing system, and making it look 10 times better. Got all my posts put where I need to put them. Now I'm going to screw them down, and they supplied the screws to go with each and every single one of them. Alright, I'm getting ready to screw down all the railings. Now each one of the railings in the box comes with 4 sets of anchor screws for concrete, 4 sets of screws, lag screws for wood, and also a 17mm chuck that screws into a drill to make it super convenient in putting these screws in. So I got all these bags laid out, so now I'm going to go ahead and start screwing each one of them in. Alright, to screw them in, you just take your little screw right here. I already marked out all my holes. Alright, after you get the screws screwed in for the post, you have this little metal cap here. All this does is slide over, and it'll protect the screws right here. Should look just like that. Alright, I showed you all that one. I'm going to go through and get all the other posts screwed on, and then I'll show you all the cable process and put the top rail on. Alright, I'm going to go around right now, and on each one of the posts, you have this little Allen wrench with a little screw on it. So on each one of these, you're going to put this little plate on them, and that will hold it on, and then you'll be able to put the top railing through these little 4 holes right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these put on. Alright everybody, I got all the railing and the top post on and everything mounted to the deck. Now it's time to do the wire cables, and I'll show you all the process of doing that. Alright everybody, finally time to do the wire, the most important part, the little cable wire. And I'm going to show you all the components that Blicka offers, plus more on their website of course. Now we're going to start with this one end first, and then we're going to do the long stretch of the porch and then the back end to connect to the house. So I'm going to show you step by step on how to do a couple of these wires, and then I'll go ahead and get all of it done and show you the results. So I'm going to show you all the components real quick. So these right here is going to be the end piece. So most likely this end right here. So we're going to start there, and I'm going to teach y'all and show you all how to crimp on the cable. And then that is the end piece. That is not adjustable. Once you crimp that, you put it inside the hole on the post and you leave it. Then you thread it, and then we'll have little grommets to put in between each post, or each set of posts. And then this is the piece that's adjustable. So what you do here, after it's threaded through each and every single one of the posts, you take your cable that's already threaded through the post, you put it through here, just like that, and then you get your crimp tool, and I'll show you more about the crimp tool here in just a second. The crimp tool right here, so you'll put it right here, just like that, and then you literally turn it on to the on position, and you squeeze it until it crimps on to the cable at the very end of the post. And what you do is, and how you do it, is you leave yourself tight enough but loose enough to where it goes through all of it, but pretty tight. And then this will go through one end of the hose, and then you put this on right here through the post, and you screw it on, and you get an Allen wrench here, and it will tighten the cable up as you turn it. And once it's tight enough and set, and then you leave it. So, and I'll show you more on the post itself. So I'm going to go ahead and get started in crimping these, and I'll show you the process of that. Alright, right now we're at the spot where we're going to start crimping. And I'm going to show you all exactly how. I got the wire right here. And when you get the gun itself, you're going to have different sizes. 95, 120, 16, 25, 35, 50, and 70. Right now, I have mine set on 35. And they have different thickness of wires and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. Alright everybody, I'm going to show you all how to put on the, use the crimp tool. Alright, first, you're going to have this little piece right here. And this is the piece that's going to go through the post and lock it in. This one's not adjustable. So what you're going to do is you unscrew the end piece, and you're going to put that on the hose itself. Or on the cable. Just like that. Then you take this little piece right here with the threads facing inside, put it on just like that, and then you get your gun, the hydraulic press here, make sure it's in the on position, open it up just like that, and I'll push it in. Sorry, I'm working with one hand here. Alright, see? Now that it's in position just like this, and then you start to press. Now the cable's not moving. And then I'll just press it until it tightens all the way. And then when you turn the gun off, it opens it back up. And look, there you go. Completely crimped on. That easy. Now I'm going to show you the opposite end. And then when you put it on the cable, I'm going to show you this right here. And this little piece right here will go into the post. And then you get the end here. And it will screw on just like that once this piece is in the post. Alright, now I'm going to show you the opposite end. This one's just as easy. So this is the adjustable piece on the end. And it unscrews right there. You put it in just like that. And it locks it. Like I said, you get your gun, make sure it's in the on position, With this, I'm going to pump it up just a little bit and get some tension on it so I'm not pumping so much. Then you take the end piece, put it through just like that. Then you just twist it. Just like that. And then you just squeeze. So you can't no more. Unlock it. Opens up. And look right there. It crimps it on. Perfect. And this will go through the post. And you get this piece right here. And you can put it on while it's in the post. And when you tighten this, it pulls tension through the post and tightens it all up. So I'm going to go ahead and show you on this one, and then I'll show you in detail, and then I'll do the rest of them. Alright, I got this tool right here. This will go on just like this, just like that, and you can turn it and tighten it up while it's on. There you go. Not going nowhere. Once you have it on, you'll see the grommets right there. Just like that. And it's pretty tight, and you can also tighten up the end to make it tighter. These are the ends that are locked. I just want to show you how these work. You got this tool right here. So for example, right here, there's a little teeny hole right there. So you take this tool, put it on here, and it locks it. So this is the end that is adjustable. So if you want to tighten any of the cables that are all on, you literally just take your little Allen key right here, and you just put it in whatever slot it is, get pliers, put it right here, and then you can just tighten it with the pliers on. I have one hand right now. But when you tighten this and you hold this cable, it tightens and pulls tension on it. I just wanted to show you both sides so y'all know exactly what you're getting. And real quick, I do want to show you the grommets. You do not have to put them on first. They have a little line in them. So you pop them on like that. Boom. Attach them in just like that. That easy. Yep, got them all on. And man, do they look really good. Look at that. All right, now we got the long stretch to do, and it is 20, actually a lot. It is 36 feet long. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that and start from this end, work my way all the way down. All right, everybody, as you can see, I ended up getting all the railing done, all the way down, behind me, in front of me. And man, I do gotta say, it really transforms the porch. Look how good that looks. All right, everybody, I'm finally done with my porch. I think it looks amazing. I love the railing with the cable, stainless steel, don't have to worry about rust. I mean, it looks amazing. I'm very happy with Blicka, and I'll put the link in the description below if you are interested. They have tons of products, tons of interior and exterior products that you can choose from for staircases, porch, decks, railings, the whole 9 yards. So I appreciate it, and definitely look into them.